Hi, this is Michelle from Pixels and Twine, and in this video I'm going to introduce you to one of my 2021 digital planners. Now in this video I'm using the GoodNotes app on an iPad, but you can also use these planners in other note-taking apps such as Notability, NoteShelf and so on. Basically any app which allows you to make notes on an interactive PDF document. I also sync my GoodNotes account so that I can open up the GoodNotes app on my Mac computers and have the same information on all of my devices. So basically what I've included in this year's planners, you'll see I have a couple of different varieties in the store, and the main difference aside from the color scheme is going to be the layout of the week and day planner pages. So some are less detailed and some are more detailed, and you just need to choose the one which best suits your lifestyle and your needs. So when you have a look at the thumbnails for each of the products, you'll be able to see clearly which design relates to which planner. So this is one of the more detailed day and week planners. It has a few more options in it. So I'm going to start by going through the diary elements of the planner for you. So with an interactive planner, we just tap on each of the tabs down the side, and that's going to take us to each of the sections. So you'll see down the side here, we can start with 2021. This takes us to our year to a page view of the calendar year. And so from this view, you can jump to any single day or any week in the year. Okay, I've got a few filled out here already, so I'm going to go across to June. So you'll see I've filled out all of the proposed dates that I've got things on, added a few stickers from the sticker pack which is included with the planner, and made a few notes of different events. To go to the different days or weeks, you can use over on the left hand column we have a week link. So that sounds weird, week link, but you can go to, say, I want to go to the week of the 25th of June, so that's week 26. So over on the left where you can see I have highlighted, if I click on week 26, it takes me to the week view. Back to the month view, if I want to go to the date, let's say the 25th, click on the date there, and it takes me to the day view. I can also use the mini calendars up in the top right corner here. So again, if I want to go back to the week view, if I click on 26 up here, it takes me to my week view. And again, to go to the 25th, tap on 25 in that mini calendar. So you have a couple of different methods of accessing the day, the week, and the month view across the calendar. So back in the month view, that is very plain. It's just all of your dates of the month, and then if you just scroll to the next page, swipe to the next page, you have your goals, a little goal planning sheet that you can fill out for that month. If you keep scrolling, basically that's what's in each of the months at the moment. So you have the month calendar and the month goals. You can choose to use any of the undated planners that you want to store within each of your month tabs, and you can paste those in there as well yourself if you wish. Okay, so back here, let's go back to the week view. So on the week view, you have your 7-day week where you can make your notes for what you have coming up. In the right column, under the mini calendar, you have your main focus, a block for the main focus for your week. A to-do list, a little notes section, and then a habits tracker. So that's 7-day habits tracker, which will allow you to pop 5 details in there. If you scroll in this view, or swipe, I should say, in this view, you're just going week by week. Okay, and now let's come back to the day, so back to the 25th. So the day planner view for this particular planner has, in the left-hand column, you've got your 3 key tasks that you want to achieve for the day, your to-do list, and your little notes scratch pad. In the right-hand column, up the top here, we've just got a little self-care checker, I suppose. So your little star rating for the day, so you can colour those in. What was your mood, your water intake, and then you have your 6 a.m. through to 10 p.m. Time scheduler. Little self-care notes, what do you plan to do for yourself for the day? And then your meal planner down in the very bottom corner. So breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. So that's it for the day, week, and month planners. And again, just swiping to go day by day. So in addition to that, if we can continue down the right-hand side, you have 8 additional note sections. So these are just section dividers where you can use these as a multi-tab notebook for additional notes. You might like to put journal or gratitude entries in there. You might like a finance and budgeting section. If you work for yourself, maybe some business templates and so forth. So entirely up to you to decide what goes in there. I'm going to come up to the top now. So clicking on the little home icon takes us back to the front cover. Beside that, you have the index. Now from the index page, we have the blocks 1 to 8. You can just use those to write down the topics for each of your 8 note sections just to keep your own quick records. So you can come in here and you might see, okay, section 5 is my budget. So click on 5 and come to that. Okay, back to index. From this index page, you can also access any of the undated templates which are in the planner. So in addition to your diary section, you have quite a range of undated templates that you can copy and paste to arrange into any of the 1 to 8 note sections, or you might like to store them within your month tabs. And so entirely up to you to organize your planner in a way that best suits your needs. Okay, so within these undated templates, you have your weekly templates, some self-care templates, organizational templates, food, finance and business, and a few more DIY extras, as well as some storyboards. You also have 3 different colors of writing papers, and there are 9 different paper styles for each. So each of these links here are interactive. So if I want to go to the daily gratitude down here, you can see that highlighted. So tap on there and it takes me to that blank template. Back to index, the same for the papers down the bottom here. If I want to jump quickly to the black papers, click on the black and it takes me to the start of those. Okay, I'm going to come back to index up the top here. So the other place you can access all of these is within their actual sections up the top here. So I'll skip goals for a second since I'm already on the papers and templates. So clicking on papers up the very top brings us to the start of the papers section. And again, you can click on the white, black or pink circles here. That will take you to the beginning of each of the white, black and pink papers. So if I click on white, it takes me to be able to just scroll through the 9 different paper templates. Okay. And then we come into the blacks. So the same thing, scroll through all the blacks and the pinks. And how you will use these is very simply coming up to your top right corner, click, copy page, and then let's say we want to go down to section 1 of our notebook, add, and paste after. So we have our page and then we can start writing on there. Okay, you can learn more about that in other resources in my blog. So that was papers. So templates, again, that's the same as what you saw on the index page. So again, you can just jump to any of those templates there and copy and paste in the same way. So a quick run through: weekly schedule in 7 and 5 days, weekly planner in 7 and 5 days. These are just alternate views to the dated ones within the planner. For me, I know that I like to have something like the 7-day one for myself for home, and then I'll often block out my work week by colouring in these blocks just to give myself a bit of a schedule for work. And I do like the 5-day one for study as well when I was at uni. Okay, and then weekly routine. If you want to get into, get your habits under control and things like that, I find this is a good way just to plan out your routines. So there's a 4-section and a 3-section version. You have a 31-day tracker, so you could use this tracker for each month. So have up to 12 different activities that you want to track as your habit tracker, or you could be tracking one habit for 12 months. So you can use that in either way. Okay, mood tracker. So you would just note your moods and give them a color key, and then just assign that color to each of the blocks. Okay, daily gratitude, month in review, an alternate month in review, just a bit more generic on that one. End of month tasks. I'm constantly finding that I get to the end of the month and I don't do the things that I should do, such as checking my bank statements for, errors, things like that, cleaning out my photo album on my phone to get rid of duplicates that are taking up storage, things like that. So this is something that I've added for myself recently just to get me into habits like that. Just a few different brain dump pages just for those days where you have so much going on in your head and you just need to pop it down somewhere so that you can move on with other things and then come back to the things that were buzzing around later on and deal with them. Okay. I found particularly during lockdown, I liked the idea of, just keeping track of what I was watching or reading and so forth. So I've added these in. Okay, and again, different lists for development, I suppose. So resources that you like to go to learn from, things for just pure enjoyment, different habits and self-care, and places you like to look for inspiration. Little health tracker there, a couple of to-do lists, and somewhere to keep your key dates. Now, we do have one of these included in the annual calendar at the start, which I've forgotten to go through actually. This is just a generic one. I like to use this again for, I'll have one that's for birthdays. I'll have another one to plan my marketing throughout the year. I have other ones for events for work. So you can just duplicate this as often as you need and just write your own title up the top there. Okay, just breaking down your tasks. So what's your task and what are the actions within it? Okay, things to follow up. Project planners. So what's your objective? And again, breaking that down into tasks. Similar for goals. Contact lists. If you're a student, a subject overview. So all of the essential information about your subjects. Meal planners. Grocery lists. Budget planners, income and expense trackers, check register, bill and subscription trackers. I find this particularly handy because I forget what I've subscribed to all the time. So I just like to keep that separate from my actual income and expenses. Meeting notes and actions from meetings. If you work for yourself, again, just a sales tracker. And again, there's quite a broad range of templates in here, and I doubt that one person will need all of them, but I just wanted to include everything that I like to use. Blog post planner, again, if you're a blogger. E-commerce product planner if you work for yourself. And then these are just some DIY blanks that you might like to fill out to create your own templates using these blocks and boxes. And then just a couple of plain pages for the same purpose, and then coming into storyboards. So I find these particularly useful in my day job where I create digital content for the company I work for. I just use these to mock up different graphic layouts or animation layouts for what we're doing for work. And then this one is actually in a format of, you can use this for 7 days by 5 weeks if you want to map out something for a month view. In the extras section, so you'll see you've got the extras button up the top there. This is a space where I like to put my most commonly used stickers. So I've got a white page and a black page there, depending on which stickers you like to use. Some look better on darker backgrounds, some look better on lighter backgrounds, in terms of being able to select them. So any stickers that you like to use frequently, you can just copy and paste in here so that you don't have to go back to your entire sticker book. Okay, so that is papers, templates, extras, index, goals. We'll pop to the goals section. So this is for your annual goals. So there's 7 pages here. So a couple of what you'd like to accomplish in the year ahead, your vision for the year ahead, and then a couple of pages for your year in review and your achievements throughout the year. Okay, then that moves into the months. And then the last bit, which is probably where I should have started, sorry, back in the 2021 tab at the top right corner, again, we come back to our year to a page calendar, our interactive calendar. But in addition to that, you have your quarterly year overview calendar where you can write your goings on for the year. And again, you do have the 3 mini calendars in the top. So these are all interactive as well. So if I want to go to the 17th of March, clicking up here takes me there. Back to 2021. Okay, so you have the 4 quarters of the year. Then you have your key dates for the year and for the following year. And that's that. Okay, so I think I've covered everything there. So back to your front cover. Again, remembering that you can go through to your templates or your index. You can come through and you can copy and paste each of those pages that you want to use throughout the month. So for each month, you might find that you want to have a month in review and end of month tasks, a budget planner, an income and expense planner. So you can go through, copy each of those, and you can paste them into your month dividers if you want to use those regularly for each month, for example. Again, entirely up to you how you're going to use this. You can check it out in the Etsy store and also have a look at a couple of the others where you'll just find that those actual week and day layouts are a little different and you can choose the one that is going to suit your lifestyle best. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me via Etsy Messenger and I will be more than happy to answer your queries. Take care.